And I think we are live. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Christiana. Hey, Louise. Hi, Mary Lou. Yay, we have a YouTube connection.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Yay! And oops, I have the wrong calendar up there. I don't know why it didn't change for me, but it didn't. But that's okay. We can go over and get it right here. Maybe I forgot to change it again. Who knows? This is our October calendar. Hi, Diana. Hi, Shirley. Hey, Cindy. Thank you all for joining me. I greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you to my moderators. I also appreciate you and all of our supporters. Thank you so much. Hi, Dolores. So, I know that this month has been crazy. I put this calendar together and then I just put it out. But you guys know that I was affected by Hurricane Ian, so I haven't really been doing any of the files and getting them out. I've been trying to get things caught up and catch up with insurance and basically put my life back together. But we will be back on track November, so you guys just bear with me a little bit longer. Trying to get everything set up so that we are absolutely on track 100% November the 1st. It has been a month, I tell you. For those of you guys who have been asking, I did lose 75% of my household in my storage, and insurance is not going to pay me anything because the insurance that they forced us to take out did not cover flood, even though they knew that we were in a flood zone. So, that's that. And it did affect tonight's project because I went to pull out my 24-inch paper to do our project for tonight, and all I had were 24-inch mats in that box that I was able to save. All of my 24-inch paper is gone. I don't have any. I tried to get some from Michael's, and it came back. And I didn't pay attention when I ordered it and had them deliver it, and it was 65 pound and absolutely too light for this project. It was okay, Mary Lou. It was what it was. With everything going on. My husband says he's going to make it up to me when he gets home. So we'll celebrate it, but we just postponed celebration. So, how did my storage look, Diana? It was devastating. It was devastating. I'm just going to say that. I can't get into it because it's still very raw and I get very emotional. So I just wanted to keep you guys updated, but I want to try to keep things upbeat and things like that. Yes, thank you, Christiana. Please use my links, guys. We're going to cover some of those things, but we'll get into that too. But like Christiana said, if you guys use my links, I will earn a small commission. If you do not use those links and you just use the group code, my group code only benefits you. It does nothing for me. But I appreciate those of you who do use those links, and you can also show your support by joining me on Patreon or Ko-fi, and that helps a lot too. So it's going to get better. I'm still waiting to hear from insurance. I'm still sleeping on a pool float. Well, it's an air mattress, but it's more like a pool float. Still waiting to hear from that. I resubmitted my paperwork for that yesterday, so hopefully we'll get somewhere with it. They did send me, or they are sending me $250 to cover all of the food that I lost during the power outage. But, you know, compared to losing your work for 20 years, that's a drop in the bucket, right? So, it is what it is. Can't change it. Can't change their minds. So, all right, let me pull up my design space. There it is. This is the file that I did for you guys tonight. And again, I don't have any 24-inch paper, but I did make a 12 by 12 version of it for you guys here, and I'm just going to ungroup it. I'm going to make this public in Designspace after we get through here. I just want to make sure that I don't save this file after I've done a bunch of things to it here. But you'll notice that I did them in 3 different colors, and that was so, let me just hide this group to make it easy. So when you send it over to the mat and hit make it, that you could tell which set was which. This is the large set, and you can get this, I think I could get this on. I think I moved it. I know these are showing large mats, but you didn't need large mats. If you size them to the size they need to be. I've got everything else on there, it looks like. But you can bring that over, and you can adjust just a little bit. I believe that's how I got it on there. So you can get that one on one mat, and then you can get your dark ones on one mat, and then the white ones on one mat. If you're doing the resize, okay, because that was a this one is the resized. I've left something in there on that mat for it to be going over there. But total, let's see, align, center. That's what I did. Okay, this one has not been resized yet. So, but the arms are. So what I did is I brought it in, and then I aligned everything center, and I changed this to 11.5. And when you change it to 11.5, it resizes everything. And I'm on 25% here just so I can get it on screen. And then when you hit make it, you can fumble those around or move those around like you need, and you can get them all on the 2 sheets of paper I think I cut it out of, doing the 11.5. Now, if you do it the size, and I'm just going to say it's an okay size, but it was very difficult to work with at 11.5 inches. But I'm going to leave it in there for you guys so that you can work with it and practice with it. I'm going to undo all of my stuff here till I get back. There we go. Yep. Too far. But you can look this up. It's the geometric snowman. All you really need for these, if you want, is the arms. So let me, where's my large set? I just had that. I'm still getting used to all of this new, there it is. So what I did in order for you to do, this is the size that it actually is, that it comes in at when you go and look up geometric snowmen in the community. This is how it looks. And I went in so that you could cut them on 3 mats. It's going to take 3 12 by 24 sheets of paper to cut this on 3 mats. And it was hard to tell what was what. So I put number 2 on all the middle sizes. I put number 1 on all the small sizes. And I didn't put anything on the large size, so that you could use your pen or your score tool and let it score those numbers on there. So when you put it together and you cut it, you didn't have to be so careful about which piece or which section went to which section, so that it was out there for you guys. Diana, you can send it to my viewer mail. It's on my website, 1400 Nova Road. I'm sorry, 1400 South Nova Road. That's Unit 115, Daytona Beach, 32114. And it's on my website too, guys. It's on the homepage. Yes, Diana, I am living in an apartment. Our little story went that we're getting ready to retire. My husband is, and we have always wanted to retire in Florida. So we sold our home because he does a lot of work down here anyway, and we moved to Florida. Down here, I have friends and I have family down here as well. And so we said, we'll just put everything in storage except what we need in the apartment, because we didn't know how big the apartment was. It's 900 square feet. We had a almost 2,000 square foot house, and with a 2-car garage and a tool shed for all of his tools. And so we moved all that, put it into storage, and we got into the apartment, and everything that wouldn't fit in the apartment, which was most of our belongings except our bedroom suite and our living room suite. We even had to buy a small dinette table because our dining room table wouldn't fit. Before Mary Lou, I lived in Hampton, Georgia. Hey, Debbie. So that is how we are where we are now. But I did lose my craft island. I lost a lot of craft supplies. I was able to save my Cricut totes. They did not get damaged. They were on top of the refrigerator in that storage. I lost some of the family pictures, but I didn't lose everything on that because they were stacked up on top of other things. But all of my appliances, all of my other furniture, and all of that are all gone. So, okay, so once you've got all this done, you're ready to cut. And then we'll assemble. But before we go there, I want to point something out to you guys that you may not have noticed. Some of you who are very, very alert may have noticed. And I want to open this in a new window, if I can. Oh, I'll just slide it over. Okay, right here. It's rolling out to you guys. It's called Editable Images. And if you go over to the Cricut blog, cricut.com/blog, and look at the Cricut inspiration, you will see. You may not have it yet, but it's coming to you. If you're on beta, you may get it a little quicker. I don't know if it's going to come out on beta. Let's just take a look. I have been so scattered, I don't remember everything they told us. You can... When you see these images in DesignSpace, they're going to have a little icon so that you can see that it's an editable image. And we're going to go over and take a peek at a couple of them and play with them and show you how to use them. And with these editable images, like this name that says the Olsen Family Road Trip, you are going to be able to change that and get that same font and use that font to edit the image or the words to it. So the image down here, like the van, is not going to be editable except through your contour, but you will be able to change the name. So it's going to be super easy, super simple. You don't have to do a bunch of font searching and all of that good stuff. So it's going to be awesome. If you are, let's see, let me point out a couple of things. Starting today, it's rolling out to everyone. Make personalization easier. You can find them by clicking on the editable images right here on the left side of your canvas, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Pricing. If you're a Cricut Access subscriber and it has the Access emblem, then that means that you are going to get it for free. It's not going to cost you anything. If you are not an Access subscriber, it's going to be $4.99 for your font and 99 cents for your image. Okay? If you own the font, then it will be 99 cents for your image. Okay? If you own the image but you don't own the font, then it's going to be $4.99 for the font. Now, that being said, if you want to use your own font and not pay $4.99 for the font, You can do that and just pay 99 cents for the image. And I can't see questions right now, guys, because I got you buried over here. But I will catch up with you. What is can you edit just about everything? You're going to be able to change this to your 95th birthday if you want to, and change that, because I know we've all at times wanted to change the text in one of these, and we were stuck with using contour, and then we had to find our own font and do all of that. So now you've got options. So let's go over and let me move this out of the way, and then we'll take a look. Let me find my questions here. Let's see. And to answer your question on that, Diana, as well, yes, I did have to move out of the apartment that I was in into another one as well, because I lost my bedroom in that one. It's on beta now. You have it, Christiana? Awesome. Diana, do you have it on your beta yet? It's coming, guys. If you don't have it, you're going to get it, Sue. You guys just, hi, Sue. You guys be patient. It is coming. So let's just go to a new project. I'm just going to replace. I will make that live after the video, guys, and put that up for you guys on that snowman, because I did add the branches. They were not in the original file, but you can find them. Just before I get over here into editable, let me show you. If you go to projects and you search geometric, you can put the snowman part in there. I guess I'm going to have to. Okay. Doesn't want to. It's in there. I know it's in there. Let's go. Let's see. Where did I find that? Oops. I got a frozen design space. Not loading. I have lots of stuff going, guys. Lots of stuff. I'm just going to open it back up. On that project, Christiana, it's not going to show you a 12 by 12 mat size, because it requires a longer mat for all the pieces. If you bring it in at the original size, it just won't fit. One of the pieces to it won't fit. Having my design, it's not. Is it the beta yours? No. What I know exactly what it is, but there was nothing I could do about it. Mac updated, and I didn't have time to install the update because it takes about an hour and a half. And so it's going to try to be funny. Let me completely close out. Because this is what happens when you don't update your operating system. And that's what's happening to me. So I'm just going to try it one more time. I closed completely down that time. Hopefully we can get in there. I can go overhead while we're waiting. Let's see. Okay, we'll do it this way so we can see when design space comes up. Or actually, let me just go. I'm lost. There we are. I labeled it wrong. Okay, so I did these, and I did these in a rush, so don't judge. Don't judge. My seams are not lined up perfect because I was doing test cuts on these. So, but they did come out really cute. Love the little arms on them. And I've already done the 2 sizes here. This one is going to be the smallest size in the ones that you bring into Design Space. Yours is updated and doing that freeze today? It's giving you the new beta? I wonder if I can switch over and get it to give me the live version. I don't think it's in the live version yet, though, for me. I'll try it. But you're going to take each one of these, and you've got 3 sizes per little snowman, and you're going to fold all of your tabs on all your score lines. Everything is mountain. I really hope my design space comes back up, guys, because I can't show that to you. But I did show you. It's on the Cricut blog, and it does walk you through. I am going to do video of the feature when I do my other learning videos for you guys, so you will get lessons in it. But I did want to show it to you. It's really cool. Anything in blue, you can just start, double click and start typing. You don't have to search for another font or anything. It's all there, and you can just go ahead and customize. So it's really cool. Yours went back and it seems to be working. Yeah, mine's not doing anything. I bet I have to clear the cache on it. I don't even know if that will work right now. Let me see if I can close a couple of things and get it. I can close that. I can't close that. I can close that. That's about all I can close. I wonder if I log out and then log in. Logged out, close it, quit. We're just going to leave it closed for a minute while I finish folding all these. So, let's get that heated up while I fold. I love my Cricut glue gun. Auto shut off, and if you want it to start back up, you just squeeze the trigger. Good to go. And links for Cricut shopping are down below in the description of the video, guys. And like I said, I bought some paper from Michael's. I didn't realize it was 65 pound that I ordered in the 12 by 24. And in my opinion, it's just too light for this. It felt like copy paper. But my Cricut brand is doing good. So once you've got it all folded, I'm hoping that's still warm enough. I doubt it, but we'll try. I'm going to start with like one of the sides, the triangular tabs. And then you're going to line those up and make sure that you're giving a good seam there, because it's going to look horrible up close if you don't get good seams. And just kind of work your way around the base piece. Now the small ones can get really difficult to do, but this is the smallest one in the set if you do it on the 12 by 24 paper. This is the smallest one. So these, you can see the difference in size. I figured since I couldn't cut the second one in the set, or the last one in the set, I would cut the first one to give you guys a general idea of the sizing of these. So I'm leaving, I did this one right here. I'm not going to, I don't know. I'm going to go back over to this side. I'm trying to leave it open enough so that I can get my fingers in there. And with the large ones, it's not really that important to do that. But with the small ones, it's very important that you leave yourself some working room. And hot glue is much better than the wet glue for this, in my opinion. It's quicker, but it's so difficult to try to hold those and keep those seams lined up. Your hot glue is going to grab much quicker. than your wet glue will. Make sure I tuck that. So I'm getting all of these little triangular. Trying to get my design space to open back up too while I'm doing this. Yes, somebody did make a holder for the Cricut glue gun. I had one of the Tiffany from the glue gun holders, Tiffany glue gun holders I got off of Amazon. But guess where it was? It's gone. I lost my Big Shot Pro and my Cuttlebug. My Spellbinders was here, so I have one. I'm not that big of a deal. I lost my Heidi Swap cinch machine. I lost my laminators, both of them. I lost my button maker. Lost all of my epoxy turners for cups. Lost a lot of my close to my heart dies and stamps. Okay, here's where it gets tricky, getting your finger in there and getting these to line up. So I just put glue on that one, and I've got my finger in there. I'm trying to line that up and slide it all at the same time. I didn't leave one of those open. I meant to leave this one open so I could reach in there, and I didn't. We'll get it though. Just put more glue on this one. Yeah, that's the one, Totally Tiffany. That's the one I had, Sue. I love that one. And I'm just kind of squeezing this one to get my glue in there on those tabs. And then bring those together. Don't you slide on me. All right, and then those last 3 tabs, I'm just going to squirt my glue in there, kind of squeezing it so I can keep the tabs underneath, but get that glue in there at the same time. To make your cube. And of course, I rushed through this, guys. Take your time and get your seams lined up. It'll come out much better and look much better if you do. Okay? But that's basically how you're going to do it. Then you're going to stack largest at the bottom and then go up. And you can skew them however you want to do that. I liked mine turned. But you can do yours going in the exact same direction if you want to. But I liked mine stacked differently than what they had in the photo. And then, they're little arms that I added. These are the small ones, and I think that they're going to be okay for the small one here. Yeah, they'll be fine. But if you feel like you need yours to be bigger, make them bigger. If you want them to be smaller, make them smaller. Again, totally up to you. And then I just put a tiny little bend on the end of it. Added my hot glue. And then I just stuck it right on like so. How stinking cute is that? I think they used actual twigs on the one in the community, but I don't have any twigs here, so I just did them that way. Ooh, making a tiny one of these, Diana, could be tricky because those cubes are really tough when you get down to this small size. So just to give you guys a sizing idea, if you do the 11.5, the medium one is the size of the small. They're the same size, and this is the small as it comes in to Designspace. This is the small one in the set. All right, so I'm gonna set that glue gun to the side, and let's see if I can get into Designspace here. Does anybody have any Designspace questions? I know last week we covered some of the new. They are adorable. I really like them, Kathy. I'm going to make a set, but I think I'm going to do mine out of some glitter cardstock. I think I want to do glitter cardstock, white glitter. So let's see. All right. Let me see if I can get logged in here. It's not what I want. There we go. This is weird. I couldn't remember my password. It may or may not load up. I may have to update my operating system. Dress it up like Frosty. That would be cute to add a little scarf on them. Okay, guys, I'm not able to get my Designspace up. It's not Designspace. I know it's my operating system. I was afraid I was going to have trouble with it. And I am. You're trying to go to the live version? Yeah, it's not in my live version, I know, because I checked it just before I came in. Thank you, Louise. Okay, so it is Cricut. Well, at least they're aware of it and they're working on it. So that's where we are with that. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it'll come up before the end of the video, and if it does, then I will show you guys editable images. But you can, like I said, check it out on the blog, and it tells you everything about it. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me, message me. I'll be happy to answer them. When you went to Canvas, it opened. There you go. Good job. Who suggested that? Mary Lou, you're awesome. All right, so here we are. Editable images. So you can click on that. Yeah, they're going to have to work on the... Right now there's 117 images, it looks like, in there. And that might be part of it because there's supposed to be something like 500. So it must... they must be working in there. And that might be what is causing that, guys. But... it's a lot of fun once you get into your beta and they've got everything situated from their little issue that they've got going right now. Go in there and play with it. It doesn't cost you anything to play with it. You can go in there and play with the editable images unless you plan to cut and you don't have access. That's the only way that you're going to get charged. But if you don't plan to cut, you can go in there and play around with it. The new combination button, Cindy, you're having trouble with that? Let's go over to images. Let me, if I can get any images up, we may just have to work with shapes. Yeah, they must be loading stuff and things are happening. Okay. So Diana, I hear you. Lisa, yes, they're working on it constantly. They're constantly improving DesignSpace, but sometimes when they add a new feature or something, there are some kinks that have to be worked out, and that they'll work on them. And like Louise just said, they're aware of the issue and they're working on it. So that usually within 15 minutes or so, generally, whenever they have an issue like this, it's fixed. I don't think we've had hours of downtime in years. And I think in the last 7 years, maybe only twice that ever happened. But that was when it was a download too. Okay, so Cindy, you're trying to wrap your head around the new combine button. So when you have more than one image selected, your combine lights up, and Weld does exactly what it's always done. It welds two images together and then they cannot be taken apart. It's just like when you glue two pieces of paper together. They are permanently bound. They're not coming apart without damage. Okay? So that's what your weld does. Many times when we have been building and making boxes and things like that, and we weld an image, there's no way to undo that. The only way we could do it, and whatever steps that we did after that, if we did 15 or 20 steps after that, the only way that we could undo that was to use this undo button. But when we did, it actually undid all of our other steps. Now you can click on it and come in here. You can see your weld result here, and you can right click. You see that nothing happens. It's still the same. Okay? Let me get my undos. This is the old way. So what they have done so that you can work around that is you have what is called unite. Okay? When you weld, it's permanent, but when you unite, you get the same result as a weld, but if you see here, let me undo that so you can see the differences. Let me duplicate. And I'm going to weld this one, and we're going to make it green so we can tell it apart. And let's make this one blue. Okay, these are my unite images. If I come in here and I unite them, you can see in the layers panel, this one says that it's a weld result, where this one says unite. If I change my mind and I want to undo that, I have to undo everything from the point of my weld. Okay, just like we did before. But now I can do whatever, if I do 15 or 20 steps and I duplicate and I move things around and I change them and do all of that, I don't have to undo all of those steps I just made. I can select that, come up, and undo my Unite and change it. I can't do that with the weld. Okay, so that's what your Unite does, and it doesn't really do any more than that. It is a weld that can be undone. Okay. Also in your combine, you have a subtract. Subtract is basically going to be your back minus the front. So even if you have 3 or 4 images stacked up, if you were to subtract, it's going to subtract everything from that bottommost layer. Bottommost layer. So when you subtract, you need to keep that in mind. If you are just wanting to subtract this from this shape, you cannot have this shape behind it or selected. You must have only selected what you want to subtract, and then you can get that shape, and it automatically, it's basically like a slice, but it throws the trash away for you. Before, when we did slice, and still, because you still have your slice, when you sliced an image, you had to pull all of this out and get rid of the trash. Okay, now you can just do that, and also you can undo it. You see right here you have your subtract, and these aren't really on the canvas, but if you click on them, it shows you where that circle was that you used to unite, and the whole square. It shows it to you, but it shows you how your subtract result. Now you can get rid of those and delete those, but in order to do that, you have to use merge. Because if I just delete this right here, it's going to, let me go in here and delete. It's going to change my subtract back to the original image because I have nothing under there to subtract. Okay, and how do you get around that? That's where your merge comes in. When you select it in the layers panel or select it here and you merge those layers, then it becomes one layer and those trash layers are gone. Okay, so just remember, your subtract means that you are subtracting the top piece from the bottom piece. Top from the bottom. Hey, Lynn. Top from bottom. Intersect. Intersect, what intersect does is where your pieces are touching, okay, it's going to give you just where they were touching to give you that shape, whatever weird shape it is that you may be wanting. It's only going to give you, this is, for me, is better using 2 circles. Let me grab another circle because I used mine over there. So let's say that I wanted to make this cat's eye or whatever shape. I can overlap those 2 circles, come in here to combine and intersect and get that eye shape. Okay? Super easy and simple. Again, the only way to get rid of the trash, it's going to show you your intersection over here, is to merge your layers. Or you can undo your intersect. And then your exclude is going to give you the opposite. It's just the opposite your exclude is. So if I come in here and I say exclude, it's going to take that eye shape out of the 2 circles. So go in there and play around with it, Cindy. You'll get used to it. It's new, and trust me, guys, it's a little bit of learning curve on some of these new tools if you've never worked with them before, but they are excellent, excellent tools. You're going to be able to design so much more and so much easier once you've learned DesignSpace. It's awesome. If you've used Inkscape or you use Cricut a lot or any of those other design programs, those tools are in there, and if you're familiar with those programs, then these tools basically are doing the same things. Yes, Christiana, sticks for the snowman. Just grab them from outside. Hey, Hamrick. Did that answer your question? I believe that was Cindy that asked me. Cindy Smith. So your combine, what it's saying there for your combine, Cindy, is just a header for your tools that are inside that. If you unite two images, do you have to weld or merge before you make it, Mary Lou? No. Let me just show you right here. This is the one. We'll just make it purple so it stands out. Oh, I did merge it, didn't I? Let me do another one. Let's select these two and subtract. All right, so you can see that. Well, that's not a very good sample, is it? Because that would be just like slicing. Let me do another one of these. So let's get a square, and I'll just use one of these because I will undo my exclude. So let's say that I have these two aligned center horizontally. I want to move that square to the back. And let's subtract. Now you can see right here in the layers panel, let's make that orange. So you can see that there's my subtract. I'm not merging it or anything, and I hit make it. You come over here, there's your orange mat. Those other pieces are not there. It's not going to cut that orange circle or anything. You can keep that trash in there if you want to. If you think later on that you may need to change it, you can keep it in there. You can undo that subtract and say, I needed that to be down just a little bit more, and subtract it to get less of an arch or get some little legs on it, and then hit make it, and you can see that right there. You can change it. So that's the great part of the subtract button and the unite and all of that, is because you can go back. If you open it up 3 weeks later and you want to change something on it, you can go back and you can change it. Weld is still permanent. Hi, Dot. Yes, you can do some extremely intricate designs with these. The new tools are really, really, really going to help you guys. Okay, so let's see. What did I forget to tell you guys? Oh yeah, the current sale is the Happy Halloween sale. It's 30% off paper and vinyl, I believe. So guys, use those links down below and get in there shopping. And if you're a Cricut Access subscriber, make sure you're taking advantage of those access sales that you guys have. As far as giveaways go, Cricut made some changes with us and the PEs and things like that, guys. So the chat giveaways that I do here, I'm going to do, they're not going to be as many, but I'm still going to do a few of them. But after tonight's drawing of our giveaway, because we have our giveaway tonight of the Cricut Autopress, the cutoff was yesterday. Drawing is tonight. I don't want anybody to get disappointed, but we're going to give away another Autopress in December. Yes, it is a good time to get the 24-inch paper and a mat. So guys, I'm giving away this Autopress tonight. This is our third quarter giveaway. And our fourth quarter giveaway, we're giving away another Autopress. And I will be giving over the course of November and December. I haven't decided if I'm going to do one big machine giveaway, a $300 giveaway, or if I want to do 3 $100 giveaways. I will announce what I decide on November, the first week of November. But I know I am giving away another Autopress. So if you don't win tonight, don't give up. We got another one we're going to do. Okay? Does anybody have any other questions on DesignSpace? Should we try to see if our editable images will work again? Yay! It did! You got the mystery box? Awesome. That is an awesome mystery box. Guys, if that mystery box is still available, grab it. It has the new glow-in-the-dark vinyl and iron-on in there. It has both. And a new color cutie. True yellow. All right, here's an editable image. What if I wanted that to say Papa Bear? So I'm going to select that one and add it to the canvas. And watch how easy this is if it loads. Yay. So I'm going to come in here and just double click on that. Awesome. So super easy and simple, edited, and it's ready to go. How cool is that? Yours got delivered yesterday? Awesome, Sue. Are you home to get it yet? Sue's been on vacay. So super easy on those. And again, the editable images, you just, now it's not going to load. Ah, doggone it. They're working in there, guys. Super easy though. Let's see if we can do another new. See if we can get it again. See if we get lucky. Nope. Ah. It's up to 117 images. When I got this, there were like 4 or 2 or something like that. Yay! All right, guys, I'm going to pop over to Rafflecopter and I'm going to do a draw, and then I'm going to find the person's project. I'm going to do a screenshot to show you who the winner is, because when I do the drawing, Rafflecopter shows their email, so I can't show you that on screen because I don't want to reveal anybody's personal information. So, drum roll, let's see who the winner of our first Autopress giveaway is. This is so exciting. See if I can get that without getting her. There we go. Awesome, Lynn. Yay. How do you know if they're editable or not? When you click on those editable images right here, Mary Lou, it's going to bring up all the editable images. There they are. See, when I click on that, it brings them up. Also, if you see this little icon right here, see how that one says draw? This one says cut. This little icon right here means editable. So when you're in the regular images and you might see one of these, you'll see this little icon right here, and that means that it is one of the editable images. But the easiest way to get to them is to click on editable images. So if you're searching regular images and you see one of them in there, you'll know what that icon means. Yes, you have to be in the beta version. If you're not, guys, go up to your hamburger menu, go into settings, click on beta, and go into beta. It's rolling out live, but if you want to get it now, it's in the beta. If you want to wait till it rolls out, they're rolling it out. They started rolling it out today. So if your regular live DesignSpace updates, that's what the update is bringing in. Correct. Only the blue letters are editable. So if I wanted to edit this one, let's put that one on the canvas. It's going to bring it in, hopefully. You're just going to click on it, and you can change the date. Let's see. I'll just do 1026. I'm not going to put my, I'll say 22. I'm not going to tell you guys how old I am. But you can go in there and do that, and then you can also just oops. So you can go in and you can just click on it and start typing. You don't have to go search for the font or anything. Now, what if you don't have access and you don't want to use that font? You can simply delete it, what you edited, and then you can come in here and get text and select your system fonts and pick whatever system font it is that you want to use in there. And then use that. So you can totally change it. I'm old, Christiana. I'm old. I do too, Kathy. They're making some awesome changes. Awesome changes. So guys, if you want to use that editable image, you can use that. If you have access, then you should have the font, and you should have the you should also have the image. If it's access, it should say access. And if it's not, if it's a licensed font and you don't want to use the licensed font or don't want to purchase the licensed font, then you can use your own font. It is only for changing the font. If you want to change the image, you're still going to have to go in and use your contour. What? Oh, that must be in writing. Yeah, it's in pen. No wonder it won't let me do it. If you're doing there we go. If you want to edit the image, you still have to use contour. I think that's going to make it print and cut. We used to be able to change our draw to cut, and we can't do that anymore. Let's see if I can find one that's, I'll try this one. If you want to edit the image itself, you can only, editable means the blue means text. If you want to edit the image itself, then you can see they've got these sparkles in here. They didn't merge these, so you can go in and just, I think, hide them and take them out, or you can weld them and then go in and contour. So that's one way to change it. If you didn't want those sparkles in that tag, you could go in and take them out that way. You're making the geometric snowman, yay! Christiana, I made mine already. You guys saw me make mine. I went too fast. I got to clean mine up. They're super cute, guys. They really are super cute. Especially with the little cardstock arms on them. I love the little tree branch arms. But if you want to use real twigs, you can poke a hole in there with your pokey tool, or your, as we call it, the pokey tool, your weeding tool, and then go in there and stick some twigs in there. So I've already drawn the winner, and I know who the winner is of this Autopress because I just did the screenshot and I haven't showed it to you guys yet. I will bring it in, but let's do it a fun way. Oh no, not that one. I don't want to do it with that one. Let's go and get an editable image. Ooh, let's see. Let's find something. I don't know if I want that one. We'll use that one. This one's a free one, free editable image, guys. So you do have some freebies in here. So I'm going to add that to Canvas, and we're going to change that sage. And we're going to announce our winner. Yes, I am keeping you in suspense. Dolores, it is a designspace file, and I will show it to you here in just a moment. Our winner is Dawn Walsh. Let me pull over my screenshot so you guys know that that's what I had. Dawn Walsh. And you can see just the top of her email there. But she is our winner of our Autopress for Falling for Cricut. And I want to say thank you to Cricut for allowing us the Autopress to give away. Thank you so much for that. We greatly appreciate it. So, Dawn, I need you to email me your shipping address, no P.O. box. Also include your phone number for shipping purposes only. And we will get that shipped out to you. Yay, Dawn! To find the snowmen, you can go to the home screen if it's working now, and it is, and search geometric snowmen. And it will bring this up right here, Dolores. Geometric snowmen. I'm going to make this one public. I don't have any pictures for it yet, but I'll make it public now so you guys can get the little arms that I've already sized for you guys. I'll get some photos in there in a little bit. I'll get a photo in there. But right now there's no photo, so that's the one mine looks like. I've got the 11.5 inch in there and then the large, I believe. Did I save that once I sized it? Dawn Walsh. She won a Cricut Autopress. Alright, let me make sure. No, I did not size. I didn't save it. Ungroup. And make that 1.5. And we're going to group that. I'm going to save it. There we go. All right, those are the two sizes. This is the original size. This is the 12 by 12 matte size. This is your 12 by 24 size. So it's in my profile if you guys need it, or you can search out theirs. But theirs does not have the branches in there for the arms. I added that. Yay! All right, guys. Again, Dawn Walsh is the Autopress winner, and I'll also send her an email. You tried to call her and text her? Wow. I'll send her an email as well. It should be up on the site as well now, as listed as the winner. Yep, I said show it. So, but I will get an email off to her right after this live. I've already got it pulled up, ready to go for her. Okay, you got mine there. Do you want let me get you guys the link too. Share, copy. I don't know if it'll let me paste it in here, but I'm going to try. There you go. There's the one I just did and saved. So it has the little arms in there. All right, and I will be, let's get over here. Let me get over here. Dawn Walsh, I'm going to leave that up. She's our winner there. The 27th, that's today. I will be live on November 1, 2. It'll be November the 3rd. We will be live, and I will announce all of the giveaways that are going to be for November and December, which I've already told you December is going to be a Autopress, and we will be drawing it probably around the 15th or 16th so that the winner has time to get it before Christmas. So be on your toes, be ready to do whatever project or whatever we set it up to be, and get your entries in. Dawn will not be eligible to win that one. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Make your little snowmen. These geometric snowmen are going to come in so handy sitting on your tables and all sorts of things. I have a lot of little fall projects coming up for you guys, as well as Christmas, to get us through the holidays. If you see something you want me to do a video on, make sure that you send that to me via email so it doesn't get lost in messages. Make sure that you email it to me so that I can create a video or either set up a live to do it. I'm going to be adding a few extra lives for November and December to get you guys through the holidays. Dawn is coming. We'll give her a couple more minutes so that she can see she won. So make sure that you guys ask your questions. Get me those projects that you want to do. I'm going to be doing a couple of things here in the next few days as well, over the next week, and you guys are welcome to it. I'm going to be doing some removable vinyl on the walls and stuff around here, and I'm going to be sharing those projects with you guys. If you have something you want me to do, again, make sure that you email that to me. No more winning at Dawn Walsh. She can win. She can't win the for 30 days. So she can win in 30 days. She can win a coupon, but she can't win another Autopress. That's every 90 days. All right. Does anybody have any other Design Space questions? Anything that you need me to cover? Yeah, the snowman is a really simple project, guys. You just have to fold all those tabs and then you have to walk them around. And it will only go together one way, so you can't really mess it up. What do I use Intersect for? Intersect is a fun tool. Let's just do a new project. Let's see. Let me get... Oh, I like this one here. Okay. Well, I'll get both of these. 2 or 3 of them. Let's say, Janet, that you wanted to get... That one came in huge, didn't it? Let's say that you wanted some of this shape right here to be cut out of a square because this was just too much and you just wanted a portion of it. You can get, or a circle. Let's say you wanted to do it on a circle and you just wanted a portion of it. When you do that, arrange, bring that to the front. Let's just say that you wanted to have that circle, just a circular part of that background. That intersect is going to, well, it did overlap. It did. There it is. Is it not overlapping? Arrange, bring that to the front. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong, or oh, it may be that they're still working on it. They're working in there. There we go. It just didn't like that other image. So when you intersect, if you just wanted a circular or part of that background, when you intersect, it gives you that circular part. So if I wanted to overlay that onto another circle, I could, because I just sliced it out perfectly. Okay? Yeah, it makes it disappear. But that's what your intersect does. If you just wanted part of this, let's say, you wanted a portion of that just to come out of the side of that circle for whatever reason you might have. When you intersect it, it's going to pull out wherever it is overlapping. Wherever it overlaps. So you can do it that way, and the way I showed you before with 2 circles. If I wanted to make that a cat eye, I just take my 2 circles and I intersect, and it gives me that cat eye. So it's kind of like a slicing tool, but you can undo it. It's not permanent, because if I want to come up here and undo my intersect and get my 2 circles back, I can. If I want to undo this intersect, I can. There was something I meant to tell you guys too last time about this, and I forgot. Oh, dragging it down, if you want it to be the same color, you could just drag those down. That was one of them. I don't know where it went. Let me undo my intersect. You can just drag them in. That's okay. But there was something that I forgot to tell you guys, and I wrote it down. And I have no clue. There it is. Ah, I remember now. I had to grab my pad where I wrote it down. Last week when I covered all of this, if I attach these 2 images, they'll move around, they'll go to the canvas, and they'll cut just like that. If I wanted to attach this image to this for whatever reason, I can line that up, but I can take this confetti and drag it into that attach, and it will attach itself. So you can attach just by dragging your image into that attached section. Let me get rid of that. It did intersect that, but it hit it. Right here, if I want to drag this in, this confetti, and now it, oops, you got to grab the whole header. Now everything should be attached. Let me do that again. So you saw that it changed colors, and it's attached. You don't have to go down here and click attach on everything now. If you've got something already attached and you're adding it, you can just drag that in there. Right, Diana? I thought that was a super cool feature that they had that in for the self-attachment. So how, and if you're asking how that's going to come in handy, let's say you have a card base. Let's just say this is our card base for whatever reason. Let's make it a 5 by 10, whatever. We'll make it a square card. And you had your score line in there, and you align them to the center, and then you've attached it. And you go and you make your panels and you put your panels on there and you get all your pretty images and you've got everything lined up, and then you go and you get your sentiment. Let's just say that you had everything on the front, you had all your panels set up, you're ready to go, you're ready to cut, but you want to add the sentiment to the inside. And you grab this happy birthday and you bring it over there. You can just size it down, set it where you want, come over to your layers panel and drag it in, and now it is attached. Done. Oh, I forgot to show her project entry. Let me grab that. Let me grab it. I pulled it up, but I just didn't do it. Let me get a screenshot. Thank you for reminding me of that, Christiana. I tell you guys, I'm trying to get my brain back wired like it's supposed to be. This was her project. She used iron-on for her spider web on her card. Oops. Let me get it back. There we go. But that was Dawn's entry. I love that card she did. Yes, Cindy, it's very handy. If you've already attached, because I'm notorious for making a card and laying it out and making it pretty, and then deciding later what I want, sentiment I want on it. Now I can just drag it in there. I don't have to do all of that mess. I can just bring it in there. I don't know which group were you looking in, Christiana. She entered in the Cricutmakerprojects group. It's in there because I pulled it up. So, guys, this is just a reminder. You can still use iron-on cards. Don't forget that. So if you're looking to make something pretty, a pretty sentiment in foil, and you don't have the solid foiling systems, and you don't want to do the outline foil with the Cricut foil tool, you can use your foil at iron-on and put that on your cards. You can use your glitter iron-on. It makes gorgeous cards. All right, thank you guys for joining me. Make your geometric snowmen. They're going to be cute on your tables for table decorations, all sorts of things, tablescapes. And congratulations again to Dawn Walsh. She is our winner of the Cricut Autopress, and we will be hitting the reset button for the holidays. And I will see you guys on, I believe it's November the 3rd, next Thursday, and we're going to buckle down and get some projects going. Yes, Diana, it's really going to help. I love that self-attach. Love it. You do have to center it up where you want it on your project now before you do that. But if you want to detach it, you can drag it out too. Okay? So just so you know that, you can just drag it out. But once you get it set to where you want it, you've got your pen, you've picked it for whatever pen you're going to use, and you've set it up where you want it to be on that card, then you can just go to your layers panel and drag it into the attach. Drag it out. If you have a card that's already got something attached, you can just drag that sentiment right out of there. What do you need to do to enter, Dot? That's coming. I will announce it all on the next live. Next Thursday, we will announce what the giveaways are, because it's going to be more than one, but the main giveaway is going to be the Cricut Autopress. And then I haven't decided if I'm going to do for November a Cricut machine, or if I am going to do 3 certificate giveaways. One of the two. I haven't decided yet. You guys have a great night. Happy crafting, and I will see you next Thursday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, moderators. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all of my supporters.